Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is the 23rd and that means that we are just one day away from the end of Vlogmas. I am not doing the vlog every day in December. I'm doing the vlog every day up till Christmas. Now there will be a video on Christmas if I have time after Christmas shenanigans to film a Christmas book haul. If I don't have time, then it'll go up on the 26th. But yeah, so Vlogmas has been so much fun, but it has also been an absolute just exhausting experiment. I cannot tell you how tired I feel and how little reading I've done during Vlogmas, but yeah, that's a whole nother story. I do have some books here that I want to share, some authors here that I want to share. I had a subscriber that suggested I do a video for new to me authors that I want to read in 2017. And so I picked out some authors that I either read a book or a short story collection from them in 2017, or books that I got in 2017 that I am interested in reading more from that author. So let's get started. So the first one, I've actually had this book by this author for over a year now, or about a year, because I think I got it for Christmas last year. And this book in particular was one of my most anticipated in 2015 because it was translated into English for the first time. So technically I've known who this author was for a while, but I did just read something of his this year, and that is Perrault. And I read this short story collection, which I've talked about a couple of times. But I definitely want to get to his book I Refuse in the first part of this year, and I have added so many of his books to my Goodreads list because everything that he has written sounds so fascinating, and just his writing style is fantastic. So I am definitely looking forward to getting into more of his work in 2017. The next one, I read her book as part of my Booktuber Recommends project, and that was Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. And I believe that she has a book either coming out this year or that is out this year, or out already, that I definitely want to pick up because Hannah Kent's writing is just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This book is stunning, so atmospheric, and just was definitely one of the standouts for me this year. I'm so glad that it was recommended to me and that I ended up picking it up. So I definitely am a big fan of Hannah Kent, and I want to read more by her for sure. And then another author that I received the book that I have of hers as a Christmas present last year, but I still haven't picked up. I have been hearing more and more about her works through Helene Jepsen's channel. She read so many books by this author, and just her talking about her made me more and more interested, and that is Anne Tyler. So I have A Spool of Blue Thread, and I got this for Christmas last year, and I kind of regret that I got this because I really like paperback editions, and the paperback editions of Anne Tyler's books are so gorgeous. And so I may end up, if I really like this, then I may end up getting the paperback versions of her books and reading my way through her past works, because yeah, from everything I hear about this book in particular, this is going to be right in my wheelhouse, and her writing, it sounds like, is going to be right in my wheelhouse. So yes. And then the last one, and it looks like, no, Perrault is a man. I was about to say, it looks like they're all women. The last one that I really want to read more by this coming year is going to be Beatrice Williams. And I read her short story in Fall of Poppies, which is a anthology of war stories from the First World War. And I have 3 of her books. One of which I got last year, I think, for Christmas. One I got from the Blind Date with a Book through Brittany from Under the Radar Books Etsy shop. And then I might have gotten the other one either for a birthday present or at a used bookstore. I'm not sure. But I have several of her books, and I have yet to read anything by her except for that short story. So I definitely want to pick her up. She and Lauren Willig are kind of, they have this like sisterhood, and I love Lauren Willig. I actually have a book that is co-authored, or there's 3 authors that contributed to it, that is that Lauren Willig and Beatrice Williams wrote parts of it, so I might start with that one. But yeah, because it's one of the few books from the beginning of the year's most anticipated reads that I have not read. But I do want to get into her books this year because I think I'm really gonna love them. Future Jenny here. I was editing this and just cannot believe, and this just shows you how exhausted I am from Vlogmas. Can't believe that I left out one of the authors that I am the most excited to basically read her entire backlog of works, and that is Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I adored Americana, and I think I put at least 2 of her books on my Christmas wish list, so I will definitely be reading more of her works this coming year, and I am very excited about it because I just think she's an incredible writer, and I felt like I learned so much reading Americana, and I feel like that's going to be a theme for me with all of her books. So yeah, I just can't believe I forgot to include her. So those are the authors that I have read something of theirs recently and really fallen in love with their writing style, or, you know, with the case of Ann Tyler, just someone I've really been meaning to get into for quite a while. So I'm excited to read some of those. I am gonna do a video probably at the beginning of January with the stack of books that I have on my shelves that I've bought recently that I'm really wanting to get into. Because there are a lot of those that are debut authors, and I didn't really want to put debut authors on this list just because, you know, they don't have like a backlog of books that I would be getting to. It's just that one book, like Homegoing by Adichie, that is like priority 1 for January. I want to read that book so bad, and I don't know why I haven't been picking it up. I think mainly because I really want to make time for it, and I know right now I don't have time to make time for it. So I definitely want to give myself an opportunity to really get into that book, because I'm just sure I'm gonna absolutely love it. But anyways, if you have read any of these authors and you want to suggest books you think I should read of theirs, I would really appreciate that. And I would love to hear some of the new to you authors that you are interested in reading more of their collections in 2017. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.